I was there in March 8th, 1971. Two great pugilists. One, they said, floated like a butterfly and stung like a bee. The other, a small wrecking machine. There he is right there, Smoking Joe Frazier. As you come in the gym, you see this is the women's section. I'm looking to renovate all of this.
I think that after all of the way that Joe grew up, I believe that he has always wanted to reach his hand back and pull the next person up with him. That he overall wanted, quote, black folks especially, not to necessarily just have to struggle all the time or to be committed to thinking your life has to be a struggle. And especially with young males, for them to realize there are other things you can do.
The amazing, devastating, pulsating, tribulating Valdez. That's Warren.
Getting together. How you doing, Warren?
Joe had made his money, and he wanted a facility where somebody else could grow. A lot of guys need help, not just young. The ones that stay with it long enough, they will be a success one way or the other.
We're in a drug-infested area, but we've been here for 39 years. We never had any problems in the 39 years that we've been here because I think the people respect us, you know. They know I'm a preacher, you know, and preaching the word and trying to make a difference in the community.
If they don't want to do it, I don't force them. they come in here, don't put a dime in my pocket from them. And maybe they'll be all right when they did, I guess. Young blood, get that ring. He know I'm down there. If he ain't right, I get him. See? Give me a little more. Just like you walk. Put it all on the front leg. Yeah, all on the front. There you go.
Find a seat with your feet.
Yeah, right.
Find a seat with your feet, I call it.
Let me go and change those.
I didn't think I'd be here right now, honestly. I gotta take this year and go hard because I'm not no longer doing it for myself. I have a son now, so I gotta make sure he have everything. Joe Frazier.
If you stay in here,
I'll be in next grade middleweight.
Yeah.
What time?
Next middleweight what?
Isaiah Munir. Remember the name.
Isaiah's father used to train at the gym years ago, and when Isaiah was about 5, I said, what do you want to be when you grow up? After I told him his father used to box, that was it. I want to box. I said, you want to be a teacher, a fireman, police officer? No, I want to box. And from 5 on, that's it.
You know, I'm only 19, so I got right now is a rough period for me. But at the S, everything goes smooth. This right here is a ticket. I'm good at it. I lost a lot of friends. A lot of friends of mine doing life right now, or possibly looking at life. Chases, catching case after case, selling drugs. That's basically street life. And so when I'm not in here, I'm a part of that. Just gotta stay in. Coach.
There's a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, and no direction. You know, and if we don't reach out to help people, who gonna do it?
Everybody here has played a big part in my life. And the gym, it's a haven.
So when I get through doing this, when I get through hitting.
Just the name Frazier is famous. So if you say, what gym you're in? You say, Joe Frazier's gym. Wow, have you met Joe Frazier yet? Do you know his son Marvis? And it's a big deal.
Good job today. Boxing, I believe, gets a real bad name. You know, everybody wants to say boxing, oh, it's a brutal sport, it's bad, you know, but nothing's fairer than you against me. You know, if you're 175 pounds and I'm 175 pounds, and we're just using our skills, but the last thing you see those guys do when the last bell rings for the last round, unless there's a whole lot of animosity against that opponent, those athletes embrace, there's always respect, you know? And so that's what we try to do around here. We have to have respect and love for other people, you know? And my father used to say, even a dog deserves respect, son. And so we all deserve respect.
It's very hard to convince a young inner city person that he can be something that he don't even think he could himself. because of his thinking, and then the environment. Nobody else made it out. What makes me that special?
Shootings, they're always shootings. Shootings, that's like hearing the bus stop or hearing the doorbell ring. Shootings.
Poor young black male against the wall. What's going on in Philadelphia, as is happening in so many inner city black communities. You have the process of deindustrialization. You have the absence of decent paying jobs, especially in the areas of concentrated, racialized urban poverty. It's a pretty tough situation.
It ain't about me. Y'all know all about me. But I'm telling you what I do to them kids of mine. I do not take no prisoner. And if we do the things that you have to do when a child starts saying mama and daddy, he know right from wrong. And that's what we got to do with our kids. Because if you don't do it, somebody gonna kill them.
I think certainly over the years you've had so many people leave these communities. So to be able to see an icon like a Joe Frazier can really be a source of hope for many people who otherwise might feel abandoned.
It don't feel right, it don't feel right, it don't feel, I don't feel, I can't feel it no more. It don't feel right, it don't feel right, it don't feel.
Last year there was close to 400 and some odd deaths, homicides. And what kind of life is that? We tear our brothers down, we tear our sisters down. That's not the way God wants us to live.
The struggle ain't right up in your face. It's more subtle, but it's still coming across like.
I mean, if you have a brain, then you better use that and go to college and get out of the neighborhood. As far as go as sports, basketball, and football, they're the only things that making young black men progress is sports.
I tell the kids, people are quick to label you, say where you can't go, what you can't do, what you can't be, what you cannot accomplish. Because the majority of the kids here are African American. I said, how do you spell black? And I say, B-L-A-C-K. And I say, well, the first letter in black is what? And I say, B. I said, so what you gonna be?
In Philadelphia, they man the corners and they sell drugs in broad daylight sometimes. And the police go by and they see them and they keep going.
Easy to get into trouble, real easy, because everywhere you go, it's trouble. You gotta know what you want or you can forget it.
I don't want to raise my son around this. And also I want my little brothers to grow up into this because they see the bad stuff that I do and they look up to it. But then they also see the good stuff that I do before I go down in the gym and they respect that. So whatever I do, whatever they see me do, that's what they're gonna want to follow.
You gotta have something to light that flame. If it's positive, good. If it's negative, bad. Because that can turn out to be a different mindset, a different future, penitentiary or graveyard.
I love the city, but the trouble, I agree the trouble gotta, the shootings, the murders gotta stop. Other than that, it's brotherly love, but ain't no love right now. Blood, sweat, and tears. Blood, sweat, and tears.